Okay. So, Luis, what do we have on our agenda here for today?
For today, we have quite a number of topics to cover. Thank you, viewers, and thank you, Gym Network community, for joining us this afternoon, actually. So today we have a number of topics that we want to look at as to give you even the updates of what is coming. So first of all, we are going to look at the world stats on the Twitter, and then we are going to talk about the Singapore hack that took place this week. And immediately after that, we are going to look at the buy and ban program that is taking place. I think it's been quite some time now. Every week we've got this buy and ban consistently. And then from there, we are going to look at the Gym Network stats. And without ending the call, we will look again at what is coming with Gym Network. Stay tuned to know more what is coming and what are we bringing into the marketplace. It's not just about money, but it's about the add value that Gym Network Gym Network corporate team has in mind. So Timo, do you mind just giving it as heads up, and then and tell us more about the world stats that that they've that we keep being recognized as one of the top smart contract users on the Binance chain?
Well, yes, since last Wednesday we had that unfortunate event happen. It turned out at the same time that there's always something good and everything that's happened that you think that's really bad at first, right? So in this case, what was great, number one, what we recognize and really highly appreciated, and we also shared a few posts about this, was to see how the community reacted. Of course, a few people were at first well, not very excited. Help me out here, Luis. What's the opposite? So they didn't really like what happened, right? And no one really did. However, instead of complaining and so on about this, they were like, hey, this is the best opportunity to get Gymnet at the biggest discount that you're ever going to see again. And we were like, great. Now this is how people should behave in a situation like that. And what was also good to see is that our partner PackShield was very reacting super fast, and they quickly were able to tell us where they found out that they thought the issue was, and it turned out that it was exactly that. So the developers could within 1 hour fix the issue and stop the whole thing. So it's now fixed. Whatever happened there that day regarding the claim and pool function of the single pool. I mean, we talked about this, right? We had the AMA the same day on Wednesday. We had we recorded a short session together with Alberto that we uploaded and shared on the Telegram channel and the Telegram group. So you can just go through the pinned messages. You'll find it there. You can watch it again whenever you desire to do so, where we explain what happened exactly. Because as you know, a few days ago, we just added a new function to the single pool that allows you to claim and pool your Gymnet rewards directly as you receive them from the vault. Instead of claiming into your wallet and then having to redeposit into the single pool, you can, instead of that, just click one button, confirm the transaction, and it will immediately be added to your single pool. So from the vault rewards directly into the single pool. And within that function, behind the function behind that button right there, there was a small piece of code where one parameter wasn't set right. Unfortunately, when they went live with this, they didn't recognize this. It's a fault. There's nothing to talk around here. It shouldn't have happened. It was a mistake. However, now we're certain that this mistake right there cannot happen again. Also, thanks to our partner right here, PackShield, the auditing company, or one of two auditing companies that we're working with together. As you know, there's Certic on the one hand, there's PackShield, and probably there are going to be even more in the future that will audit our smart contracts. And one, or maybe the biggest lesson learned here, is that no matter how small the function, how small the extra feature that we think, would be nice to add to the platform, it will not go live before it gets audited by our partners, by the auditing companies. I think that's the biggest lesson learned here. And as I mentioned, it was a crazy day, super crazy day. I woke up in the morning and I have that bad habit, of, don't know about you, Luis, but I get up and first thing I look at the phone, I check the charts, Telegram, what's happening there work-wise and so on. And the first thing I see is everyone going crazy. Like, what happened here? Why did the price drop? And it happened overnight, right? We're in our place in Europe.
Yeah,
Right?
yes.
And so yeah, how was it for you actually, Luis? Within all that, excitement and everything that was going on, I completely forgot to ask, how you dealt with it, and how you experienced that day actually.
Actually, for me, it's been an experience in the crypto market, with the movements where the appreciation of a value of a certain asset, and then maybe when you are sleeping or when you are busy with your work or you are driving somewhere, you discover later that the token prices went down. So it's more like a norm on my side, but I know the pain to say, my goodness, I had so much money and now it went down to this value that I was not looking or expecting. But anyway, it was a great experience to say, even it tested us as a corporate team, not only the community. What I've learned from the team was that we together and united, one voice, we can even achieve more, irregardless of challenges. So with that being said, I realized that immediately when I saw the Peg Shield Twitter, I was like, oh my goodness, what has happened? Now, I was in a shock a bit and I got stressed a bit. But anyway, it worked out for our good, and it will work for the community's good in terms of the trend that we had even in this bear market. So with that being said, I give heads up to our community because they showed that they are 100% behind Gym Network and they are supporting the vision and the ecosystem of Gym Network, irregardless of what happens with the token. They supported us. So thank you so much to everyone that is part of Gym Network community.
Yes, all right. Now that was for sure crazy. And just let me go over here and have a look at the chat real quick as I've been preparing some stuff that we want to go ahead and talk about now. Okay, people are saying hi. So of course, if you have any questions, anything you would like to see or hear covered by us today in this AMA session, first time we do this as a YouTube live stream, and we've been having some issues at the start. Actually, we tested it yesterday and it worked seamlessly. And today I did the same things, as yesterday. I was just about to take my laptop and throw it out the window, but fortunately we got it to work and my laptop is still here. And yeah, now let's go ahead and talk about some statistics right there, as you proposed, Luis, best project. And again, put your questions in the chat if you might have any, and we'll be happy to cover them right here during our AMA session. So first of all, let me see, I need to bring that window back down here. It should work that way. If
and as you comment down on the comment section, please remember to like this video, yes, click share button, and subscribe to the Gym Network channel so that we can grow this community together.
So I just made you co-host, by the way, Luis, but I'm going to start by sharing my screen, and if you have anything to share, it's now possible. so that you can also go ahead and do that. So we have desktop number 2, and where's that? Right here. So, okay. So everyone should now be seeing my screen right here, and I'm showing our website. Now, how many seconds delay do we have actually? So I can I can see myself, you know, on the live stream a few seconds later, saying the same things that I said a few seconds ago. So right now, okay, you can now see the screen. So of course you can always, you know, come here, check the price, check how many tokens have been burned already, what the total value locked is at the moment, and the total GymNet supply. Of course, short reminder right here, the total value locked, it's calculated in USD. So if, for example, there are so many BNB in the vault and the price of BNB goes down, well, the USD value of our total value locked is also going to go down. It doesn't mean that people are leaving the platform or withdrawing. It just means that the price went down, okay? That's for one thing, as a short reminder. And if we look at the total GymNet burned so far, compared to last week, it was, wait, I just looked at this, 264,000 tokens have been burned until Thursday, right? When we shared the post about the Thursday burn day. And talking about the burning tokens, Luis, you also had the idea that we should go ahead and talk about the burning mechanism. We can sure do that. Before we get there, what I wanted to share here in regards to the token burns is that this week we started our new webinar series for the upcoming NFTs, right? That we're about to add as the next product to our platform. As you know, the ultimate goal is to become our own metaverse, where you will be able to access a variety of DeFi products from within one ecosystem. And next to the vault, the Singapore, the farming that we already have today that you can use to earn rewards. And let me see here real quick. Alberto is sending me a message. Just a sec, please. All right. So about the NFTs, right, that are going to come. Now we have all these buyback and burn mechanisms added to Gym Network. And this is a great feature because over the long run, what it does, it will decrease the token supply that we can see right here, our total GymNet supply. It will become less and less and less over time. We started with 400 million, but we're already today 2.5 million below that. Now that there's a bigger gap here, there's other reasons for that. With version 2, that gap is going to be filled again. And that will then be the token amount that we're going to continue with. Now, the thing is, as that total supply continuously gets decreased, but we also, it's not only burn, right? It's buyback and burn. So whenever someone deposits into the farm, you know that there's a 4% deposit fee that's used entirely for the buyback and burn, meaning that with 4% of your deposit amount, we purchase, or the smart contract automatically purchases GymNet from the liquidity pool and burns it. So first of all, we make a purchase, meaning that we increase the price, right? Because we're buying tokens. And at the same time, we're taking these tokens, burning them so that they will never be available again. So in the long run, decreasing supply, continues buy pressure, and it will then at some point look like this. So meaning that the price will be stabilized or even pushed up that way over the long run. This is nothing that you will see, showing effects immediately. You need to give these things some time. With the NFTs, however, there's going to be up to 20%. That's the plan as of today, how that's going to work. So with every sale that will happen with the NFT product. So when someone purchases a piece of land, when someone purchases, the virtual miners that we're going to come out with, more on these in the special webinar series that we're hosting up till we release version 2. Every time an NFT is sold on the platform, up to 20% of that price is used for buyback and burn for a linear process, meaning we will not immediately purchase, for the entire amount tokens, but it will be stretched over 12 months. So every month, 20% of all the sales is added to a buyback pool, and then 1/12, so 1/12, is that correct, Luis?
Yes.
All right, is used per month to purchase tokens and burn them. But every month we keep, there's sales keep happening month by month by month. So we keep adding to that buy pressure over the long run. So that it will be an increase, not even linear, but it should actually be parabolic over time, meaning that the more people participate, the more we grow, the more people start purchasing NFTs, to get their piece of land in the metaverse, to be able to make use of the virtual miners there, the more buyback power we will have. And this is one of the, hey, what's up? Alberto just joined us. This is one of the most important use cases actually that we have. I was also wondering, like, how is this a use case? But once I wrapped my mind about it, I'm like, yeah, that makes complete sense. Look at all these other tokens, BNB, for example. I mean, we use BNB to deposit in the vault, and exactly what they're doing is they're making huge events out of it. Like, oh, we purchased so many BNB and burned it, right? So they took supply away from the market. And you go back to the BNB chart, you have a look at it, you can see for yourself what it does. But I'm also glad to see that Alberto is now here to join us. And maybe you also want to add, we're just talking about the buyback and burn mechanism. And as Luis suggested, that we give people some more insight about how this actually works and what's happening here behind the scenes. Wouldn't it be great for our system designer, who has like much deeper technical understanding about these things, to talk about it a little bit? And Alberto, you should also be able to share your screen if you want to do some of your, doodle stuff. This is also one of the great things that we have this, opportunities here. When we do the YouTube live stream, we can actually just use Zoom, to do our meeting and live stream it to YouTube. So when it's working, I must admit that I already like, this a lot better than just the Telegram group live.
Thank you, Timo. Hello, guys. I'm just getting to my computer, so I will not be painting at the moment. But it is, I think it's a good topic. Actually, this one, it's a topic I like, because, as you know, some of you that already understand, how the GEM network works. Of course, we incentivize users in the form of GEMnet tokens. We create GEMnet tokens, and this is an incentive for people to participate in the initial service, which is the vault. But of course, if we just print GEMnet tokens forever, this is impossible to sustain, right? So if we want to continue to be a project that is successful, over the long term, we need to create new dynamics, and this is why the roadmap shows so many different services, products, and avenues that we want to get into, because all of these opportunities allow us to be more dynamic and to offer new opportunities that bring value back to the GEMnet token. So at the end of the day, what's going to happen, and you will see this starting with the NFTs, is that these new services like the NFTs will bring value back to the GEMnet token holders. So by being a GEMnet token holder, you will be benefiting from the success of the new services, similarly to what happened with the vault. So as you know, you can look at the vault, fairly successful product, and you, by being a GEMnet holder, you weren't directly benefited from the success of the vault, but you did obtain GEMnet tokens. So with these new services, what's going to happen is that you will be getting part of this success of these NFTs in this case directly just for being a Gymnet holder. And when we launch the next service, from within the metaverse, again, this will bring value back to the Gymnet holder. So the first service, the Vault, was our way, to get into the DeFi system, and to get you to know what we are doing, and then from going forward, all these new services, what they will do is they will bring value to the Gymnet holder. They will not continue to add inflation to the Gymnet token, because if we do this, then of course the value of the token will not be sustainable going forward. So yeah, as you see, it is a topic that I like a lot, because it has to do with engineering and creating systems that are sustainable long term. And this is part of what the team is working on, and looking forward to being able to present it to you once it's live. I think it's gonna be interesting.
Awesome.
Yeah, I mean that's why Alberto, he's the numbers guy, right? So this is what he loves and what he really does best among all of us. So thank you very much for your explanation on this topic, Alberto.
Yeah. At any time, I think this is a cool topic.
Definitely. So I mean, back to the burn process. If you just go to our YouTube channel, right, you will and you look at the videos that we uploaded recently. You will see that a few days ago, or was it last week or so, we uploaded a short tutorial video that just explains the process, what's happening there, and how it benefits the token holders and the long-term success of the project as a whole. Maybe it will be a good idea for those of you who weren't able to wrap your minds around this topic yet. It's just 2 minutes long, but it's already enough to help you understand what's happening there, how it works, and why it's such a good thing to do. Also, we get questions like about the taxations, right? Every time that you purchase Gymnet, there's how much is like 8%, taken from the purchase amount, and when you sell, it's like 10%. So in total, like 18% here. And that's also another very important aspect. I mean, in the DeFi space, it's quite common actually, but many people who are not from the DeFi space, they heard of Gym Network elsewhere, as this is also, bringing in the affiliate marketers who are bringing in new people, which is one of our objectives, to make DeFi available, to newcomers from outside the space. However, there are a few things that may be new to them, such as that there's a taxation, when you purchase or sell your tokens. But this is actually used for development expenses. I mean, you can imagine that a platform like Gym Network, it doesn't, come into existence by itself. We have like 30 developers working on this in the background, programming the smart contracts, making sure that everything is tied in well together, and engineering. Then we have, Alberto, who's running the numbers constantly, and then, checking back in with the developers if this can be realized the way that, he thinks it would be the best way to go. And then it goes back and forth. And then they need to seek ways like, okay, how can we actually, put this into code to make it work? But then we have the vault, we have the farm, we have the affiliate system, and everything is, tied in together.
Cool.
There are quite complex things happening here in the background. And all of this is also, causing expenses, and they need somehow, you need to compensate for these expenses and expenses. And actually that's first and foremost what the taxation is being used for. Of course, on the sell side, we also have the holder benefits. So even if you're only holding Gymnet tokens in your wallet, over the long run, you participate, even if it's only a small amount, but you participate in all these buys and sells as they're happening on the decentralized exchange, right? So don't just view it as something like, oh, I have to pay taxes when I buy or sell. Yes, that's the case, but it also benefits you as well as, a community member. So what are your thoughts on this, Luis?
Absolutely, especially with what we have right now with Gym Network, looking at the deduction or the reduction of GymNet token supply in the market. It's one of the best mechanisms that I've ever seen in the space, because we have so much utility within the ecosystem of Gym Network, and much more is coming on board. So you have already touched a lot about the ban mechanism with Alberto. Thank you so much for that. I think now we can proceed and move forward to the Gym Network stats. Let's look at where we are and what we have achieved from April, when we started with version 1.5 up to date. Where are we now and what we have achieved? Where are we going from where we are? So we had our report on Monday, and it's one of the exciting reports, Timo and Alberto. What are your thoughts about that? Let me share the screen, Timo.
Yeah.
Okay. If we take a look at what we have done so far with Gym Network, we're looking at the holders. We have built up to 13,000 holders, just GymNet token holders, up to 13,000 within a short space of time. What will happen in the next coming 1 year, 24 months, 2 years, 3 years? What will happen if we continue to work together as a community and as a team in the corporate part? So there is so much that we can achieve together, looking at the numbers that we have done in a short space of time. And we have investors that are up to 23,000 globally, not in a specific country, but global in over 20 countries so far. So we are yet to grow, and together with the ecosystem or with the affiliate system that we have within Gym Network, we have a potential to take Gym Network to the 200,000 to 500,000 to even 1 million and beyond. So together we can do that. What are your thoughts on that, Timo?
Definitely, for sure. And in one of the recent leaders meeting that I attended, this topic also came up, and we said, look, imagine right now we're at, I think meanwhile it's even a few more, we're like at 25,000, so it doesn't matter. Imagine this has happened over the past 3 months, approximately, right? Since we got started. So we're still very young. We're still at the very, very early stage with this platform. So that's one thing that we must know and understand. And we're already at 25,000 members that have joined, that are using the vault, that have, deposited BNB, who are trusting the platform. And those are also the ones who become affiliate partners so that they can earn that profit sharing commission. They also look forward to build their teams because they know that once we start the NFT product range, they can start earn direct sales commission on every single piece of land that gets sold within our metaverse, on every single NFT object that gets sold within our metaverse. Now, guys, think about this. Really, there's a lot coming here in the near future. And we're going to grow even larger. Now, if you think about 25,000 people, imagine we are at 100,000. It means 4 times as much like buyback and burn power. Every time someone deposits in the farm, 4% goes into buyback and burn. Every time someone deposits in the Singapore, 4% is being burned, right? There we have a pure burning mechanism there, since it's only GymNet added. But if we grow and more and more people simply want to use, the opportunity of becoming an affiliate so that they can earn affiliate commissions, well, we have a qualification requirement, which is that you add a certain amount of GymNet or a certain value of GymNet tokens to the single pool. So imagine what will happen when there's 100,000 people, and they have to deposit up to $30,000 worth of GymNet tokens. Now you can only imagine what that's going to do to the price. Again, over the long run, I see so many people saying, oh, why is the price dropping? Why is the price not going up? Well, exactly because this is a long-term thing, okay? Do not wish for it to go up, 10,000% overnight, and then you get to sell at the top and then you're out. That's not how it works. This is a long-term vision that we have, a long-term vision that we're following along with to become a metaverse. And this is nothing that you can just program overnight. Look at Decentraland, for example. We had it in this week's first special webinar. It's one of our examples about metaverse. They started back in 2017. It took them 5 years, to get to the point where they are today. And there are people working only on that, particular platform. Now we are adding NFTs as one other product to our platform to also give you the opportunity to become a virtual landowner, to place those virtual miners NFTs on your piece of land, to earn rewards, and it all, benefits GymNet holders, as Alberto just said. And know this is only the very beginning. Yet at the same time, it needs time, as I just said, right? These things need time. There's, lots of expenses that need to be covered. Therefore, again, there's taxation. It's totally necessary. How are we going to cover these expenses, the development teams that got hired to realize the vision? But if you can imagine only 1 year, 2 years from now, 3 months pass by, and where we are at already today, 3 months, now make it 3 years, okay? And just let your imagination, do the thing for you, do the work for you. And you can already, you should be able to see, or at least, to get an idea of how large we can become. And Luis and myself, Alberto, and the whole team, of course, we truly believe by the bottom of our hearts that this is, we will grow super large. And our goal is to benefit all of our community members. So as Alberto loves, to wrap his head around the numbers and to seek ways, how can this be engineered in a way that makes it easily accessible for everyone, but also that everyone will benefit, from becoming a member of Gym Network. And that's why I myself, or for myself, I can only speak here, love to be a part of this awesome team and this project.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Timo. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, there is so much more that is yet to be done. There is so much work to be done together. As Timo is saying that he's not regretting, but he's so excited to be part and amongst such a team, because he's seeing the value. Because Gym Network, in the back of the mind, it has the participants in mind, an investor in mind, to say, if I am an investor, would I be happy with such kind of a service, a reliable, sustainable service in the DeFi space? If I am an affiliate market, will I be happy to say I am earning hundreds of thousands of dollars on monthly basis? Will I be happy to say I earn millions of dollars on yearly basis using the Gym Network affiliate system? So it's possible, and it has that potential. It all requires you and me to work together and make it happen. So we have an opportunity that is awesome, and we'd like to say thank you again to you, our community members and Gym Network fans, for assisting and even supporting us to build these big numbers that you're looking at. We have much bigger audience, we have much bigger community participants, we've got much bigger network than the numbers that you're looking at today. So we are here to create or to make history together. We are here to make history together and going forward to our metaverse. So with that being said, Timo, I get excited when I think about where Gym Network is going and where Gym Network is heading. So now we are preparing for version 2, and we are preparing for our metaverse. So Timo, what can we expect? What can the community expect from Gym Network version 2?
Now, as we said, the first and foremost, most exciting part about version 2, of course, are the NFTs that we're going to add. And I highly recommend that you go to our YouTube channel and watch the recording of this week's first special webinar that we started, of this series, preparing for version 2, preparing you for what's to come. And every week we will talk about another aspect and go into more detail and share with you the plans that we have and that we're currently working on, finishing everything up so that we can finally release version 2. And it's not only about, let me just sum it up like this. So first of all, we have things like the global pools that will finally become available and activated. They're already being like the funds are already allocated on the blockchain, so that the system already knows, quote unquote, like who has to get what portion of the global pools and so on. So nothing gets lost, but it hasn't been activated yet. So those things will be activated at the same time. The entire ranking system gets adjusted. So we will go from 16 to 25 ranks. All the qualification requirements will be USD based, right? It will no longer be like you have to put this much or that many BNB in the vault, but BNB worth, let's say, $2,500, for example, or Gymnet tokens worth $2,500 into the single pool, or farm deposit worth so and so much dollars value that you add as liquidity to our liquidity pool on PancakeSwap. So the ranking system gets adjusted. We are going to add the jumpstart that allows you to really like skip ahead in ranks on a discount only by agreeing that you will pay the one-time deposit fee for your vault deposit, which is usually free, right? If you deposit BNB in the vault, there's no deposit fee, no withdrawal fee. You just put your BNB there, you start earning Gymnet rewards. It's as easy as that. And just hearing myself talk about these things already gets me excited again. And then the NFTs are going to come, right? The platform, they're redesigning it. So I'm not 100% sure if the entire redesign, will also be released from the get-go. However, it's going to be huge, and there will be so much more earnings potential for everyone. So you can become the virtual landowner. And if you watch this week's special webinar recording about virtual land, why this is such a big thing and how we're headed into this, digital world, and that you can actually become a virtual landowner. And it's a huge uptrend that we're currently seeing there. Decentraland has already shown that demand is there. People are willing to spend up to $2 million. We're talking dollars, $2 million for a piece of virtual land within one out of many virtual worlds. Well, virtual worlds equals metaverse in this case, right? So there's so much to come, and you can for sure be super excited, just as we are. And every week we're going to host another special webinar session where we add up and release more and more details about the version 2. But since I just see that someone asked that question about can they stake or farm Gymnet, let me go ahead, Luis, share my screen one more time. Absolutely. Because I just connected my example wallet here to the platform, so we can show those who may be new today, like, okay, what does it look like in the background, right? So the first thing that you will need, of course, it's someone sponsoring so that you can connect your wallet, actually make your vault deposit. And once you've made that vault deposit, you will then be able to use the entire platform completely. But that initial deposit of 0.051 BNB, that's necessary to unlock like all the other functionalities. So you can see right here, you win the investor dashboard, and this is where you can access the BNB vault. You can deposit BNB right here, and you will start receiving those Gymnet rewards. By the way, that button right here, where it says claim and pool, you can click on it. And when you do, it will immediately add your earned Gymnet rewards to the single pool as a single pool deposit. And in the background, so that little function right here that runs this button, right, this is where the exploit happens. So it's not the entire platform that's affected. It's only that one little function right here, and it's fixed. And the rest of the platform, everything had been fully, audited already by Certic and by PackShield. Now, this is the vault where you can deposit BNB. I would call this, well, this is not staking. If you want to call something stake, then it would be the single pool, right? Let's have a look at the single pool first. Right here, you can simply deposit Gymnet tokens into the single pool to earn Gymnet rewards. However, as we can see here, where it says deposit with locking period. Now, if you just make your deposit without activating the locking period, you add your Gymnet token to the single pool in order to unlock your affiliate ranks, because having a certain amount of Gymnet in the single pool, it's one of the qualification requirement. However, there might be some of you who want to stay flexible. That's why they added this option for you to either lock your tokens or not lock them. If you do not lock them, it will still work as the qualification requirement. However, without locking your tokens, you will not earn the 64% APY. If you do want to earn 64% APY on your Gymnet deposit in the single pool, what you need to do is you will need to enable or activate the locking period and again, confirm it. And when you now unlock and stake, your Gymnet tokens get locked in the single pool, meaning you will not be able to withdraw them anytime, but therefore you are now earning the APY. For now, the locking period will remain until version 2. That's about to be released around mid-July. Bear with us here. We cannot share a specific date with you today because we simply do not know. We can just estimate, and the estimation says mid-July. Okay, but don't, call us July 15th asking, hey, what about version 2? Is it live yet? Estimation. All right, we're working on it. And as it looks today, the developers are saying that they think that they can finish it by then. All right, and when version 2 gets released, those who lock their Gymnet tokens today in the single pool will then be able to unlock them again. And with version 2, it will be slightly different. You will be able to choose a locking period. For example, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years or so. And the longer you choose your locking period, the more benefits that you get. You may not necessarily earn higher APY, but you may get other benefits like extra governance tokens and so on. Again, as I said, more and more details are going to be shared throughout the weekly webinar special series up to the day when we actually release version 2. Now, this is probably what you would mean by staking. Exactly, that's the single pool. And next we have the farming. If we come here, and the farming simply allows you to add BNB together with Gymnet as a trading pair to add liquidity to our liquidity pool on PancakeSwap. And when you do that, you receive the BNB Gymnet LP tokens as a receipt, right? The LP stands for liquidity provider. So liquidity provider token, that's kind of proof that you added BNB and Gymnet to the liquidity pool, and you then stake those LP tokens right here in our farming contract, and that's what you get Gymnet rewards for. And at the moment, as of today, you can earn 190% APY by adding liquidity to the pool or into the farming. So I hope this answers your question. So for those of you who may be new to Gym Network, you now get, at least a basic idea of the products that you can already access today. You can put BNB in the vault to earn Gymnet rewards. You can deposit into the farming to earn Gymnet rewards, and you can deposit Gymnet tokens into the single pool, again, to earn Gymnet rewards. And with the NFTs, we will add more use cases to further stabilize and increase the value of the Gymnet token. So for all of you who share our long-term vision, let me say this: hold on, diamond hands. Those are the ones that remain strong. And that's how you're most likely, we cannot make any promises, of course, but we believe over the long run, as we know that all these buyback and burn mechanisms are coming, and if the NFTs take off as we expect them to do, it will for sure cause, a price increase compared to where we are today. So if you do not have to sell for whatever reason, it makes lots of sense to simply hold on, be a hodler, share the long-term vision, and just prove that you have those diamond hands, and you will be rewarded big time, at least from our perspective. All right, Luis, I can already sense my voice is starting to leave me here again. So I think we're almost 1 hour in. How did 1 hour just pass like that? Crazy.
Actually, it's exciting, the passion that comes with the vision, as you're talking about Jim vision number 2. You want to keep talking and keep talking. So with the vision 2, there is so much excitement and so much more is coming. So if you are an affiliate, and even if you are a passive investor or someone that is a crypto enthusiast, you don't want to miss version 2, because there is much more that is coming for you in order to even create more passive income and other streams of income within Jim Network version 2. So as we are here now, I will urge you to fasten your seatbelts and even reach out to 1 or 2 or 10 of your friends or 20 of your friends or 100 of your friends, and just let them know that there is so much more value that is coming. More services, more products are coming with version 2. They don't want to miss out on those, so that they position themselves for what is coming. The best and the good thing is that when you start to be proactive right now by pre-building your team, you will not regret, because with the compensation plan that Jim Network version 2 is bringing on board, it is a killer strategy for someone that says, I want to be a 7-figure earner, 6-figure earner, 8-figure earner this year. So ladies and gentlemen, you have an opportunity right now to say, I don't want to miss out on the opportunity that is coming with Jim Network version 2, because each and every person that will be signing up or buying the virtual land, the NFTs within Jim Network, you will be earning your commission directly and instantly. All right. So that's the exciting part about this opportunity that is coming. It's not just the excitement about money. The most important thing is the investor in mind within Jim Network corporate team, to say that as an investor, you come and you say, I want this money to work for me, right? So you will have the opportunity to even employ your money to make more money for you. Isn't that exciting? You'll be sleeping at home. You'll be doing whatever you are doing, or drinking coffee wherever you are. You go for lunch, for vacation, and your money will be working for you within the protocol of Jim Network. So ladies and gentlemen, you don't want to miss that opportunity. I don't know about you, but as for me in my house, we are going to run with it, and we are going to say, we have said yes to Jim Network version 2, because it has a potential to change your life too. It has a potential to change someone next to you, your neighbor, your friend, even a stranger that you don't know each other, but they are there on social media. So ladies and gentlemen, let's prepare ourselves. I think with our time, Timo, we can call it a day for today. And I'm so excited. I'm so pumped. I feel like shouting, and I feel like talking more and more.
I can tell. All right, Luis, but I'm with you here. I think for today we've pretty much covered it. And yeah, Jonah just asked about the transaction for the farm and the single pool, and we answered it in the chat. So there's a 4% burn fee. So when you deposit into the farm, when you deposit into the single pool, 4% of your deposit amount is used. In the farming, it's actually buy back Gymnet tokens and burn them. And from your single pool deposits, just 4% will be taken away to burn the tokens. And again, over the long run, what it does, we decrease the total token supply. It's capped at 400 million. There can be no more than, well, actually, we cannot even have the 400 million anymore today because we already burned 2.5 million Gymnet tokens. And at the same time, we buy back, right, from the, especially when we start the NFTs, the buyback power is going to become a lot more. And as more and more people starting to join, when the affiliates, you know, seek their earnings potential that the NFTs have to offer here, it will add a whole new layer, you know, of earnings potential. People are going to get excited, and the growth is going to explode. I'm totally sure about that. So wait until Christmas this year. I would say, you know, let's get back together and then look back to where we started and where we are going to be then. But for today, as Luis said, let's call it a day. And I'm already going to say goodbye. Luis, I will let you share the final words about the bottom is overcrowded. I love that sentence from you. And then we're going to end the meeting right here.
Fantastic. Thank you, Timo. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. As Timo has already said again, we are looking forward to version 2. So now it's not the time to sit down and keep saying when, and that will create the anxiety in you to say, and that will disempower you for not taking action towards what is coming. So my urge to you, or my advice to you, is that right now, get busy to say, I want to assemble an organization that will enable me to make so much money. I don't know your goal. I don't know how much you want to make. Either you want to make $100,000 a month, $50,000 a month, $10,000 a month, or $500 a month, or $100 a month. I don't know your goal. But if your goal is big enough, match it with your actions right now by pre-assembling your organization, by making sure that you go all out there and make sure that you invite as many people as you can to be part of Gym Network, because in version 2, it will be a beast that will enable you to create that money-making machine even when you are sleeping. So with that being said, with version 2, I am looking forward to seeing you at the top, because the bottom is overcrowded. Let's go for it, baby. The time is now and the time is right. Thank you so much. See you at the top. Bye for now.
All right. Thank you, Luis. Goodbye, everyone.